Hi, I'm George. I'm a third year student at Norwich. I study games art and design, and I specialise in asset production. That's basically just doing 3D art, which is using 3D software to create models and textures and environments for games, films, or basically any other media. I chose 3D art specifically because it had a non-traditional sense about it. It had a nice mixture of being an artist and being creative, but also being technical. I never really was too much of a gamer growing up, but I really enjoyed art and traditional art, drawing, painting. So I kind of found that there's a lot of art involved in making games. So once I discovered 3D art, it was just like something that just clicked. It was so much more technical than drawing on a piece of paper, but allowed so much room for artistic experimentation and freedom. My favourite aspect of 3D is probably the versatility. It can be used in so many different ways, in so many different mediums, not only just games, but for example, I would like to go into film and VFX, but it doesn't have to just be that. It could be advertising for episodes, automotive stuff, so it could be cars, product design, pretty much anything. And you can also go across multiple industries as well. Say if you have been in the games industry for a while, you can switch and use your kind of transferable skills in other ways. Something that really challenged me was my car project. Cars have a very specific way of modelling and a way of working with them. It's quite a difficult shape to get right, and if wrong, then it's quite noticeable. So I think I just struggled with that at the start and getting the forms and the proportions right, but eventually, after a few tutorials and just working hard at it, I eventually figured out a workflow that just worked for me. My pedalboard project I enjoyed quite a lot because there were certain elements that I knew and I was kind of comfortable with, which was the texturing. I really enjoyed all of the metal kind of peeling and the paint peeling off. But then there was areas of when I was working in Unreal Engine to render my pedalboard, the cinematics and the handheld movements that I was trying to capture were a first time for me. So it was really exciting to be able to learn something new and test myself of what I think I can do and add to another thing that is in my skill set, which was really, really fun. Something that I wish I knew coming into uni was that not everything is going to be maybe spoon-fed to you. Your learning is driven by you and your own passions and desire to learn and to learn more. I think really it's kind of a combination of self-learning and also working with the tutors to figure out what you want to do as a career and how your work's going. When I was in my second year, I was fortunate enough to land a role in the industry. I went away for a year to work. I worked as an environment artist intern, working on a AAA game. I mostly did a lot of set dressing and environment stuff, so placing kind of scans or other people's models to build worlds and environments for the game. It was a really great experience because there's a lot that you just can't learn until you're on the job, and there's a lot that once you're there, you just pick it up, and it's not as daunting as it seems when you're first doing it. I think I liked Norwich in particular because Norwich, especially around the uni, there's so many art buildings, museums, and creative people around that it just feels like it's the right place to be for an art course, you know.